Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name might be Isaiah and today is a bad brain day. I keep wanting to make a very focused topic and I just find myself unable to. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that I have slept like shit the past 2 days because I'm out of my sleeping medication. I don't know if it has to do with the amount of anxiety, stress, and guilt I'm currently under that I don't know how to handle. I don't know if it's because I am 80% sure that I am bipolar and I am having a manic episode that is currently not being medicated to make me sleep. But I am also consciously not using my usual methods of dealing with the excess energy because we're trying to save every penny for a new home. All I know is I'm in a really shitty mood and it's making me really tired of seeing posts from women that hate on men, that forget about trans men existing, and then the moment they are reminded that trans men exist, that they instantly say, oh, we're not talking about you, you're one of the good ones. I am also tired of being told that a very useful tool called gender socialization is bioessentialist and used to try and shut up trans women when it is not bioessentialist. It has to do with the societal construct of gender. The fact that TERFs are co-opting gender socialization and making it bioessentialist is a problem, but it doesn't dissolve the fact that most trans people are socialized as a certain gender because they are perceived a certain way. And if it's not through your family, then it's through society. And just because you do not present as a typical male or female because you are trans does not mean that you are exempt from that socialization. If you are an emotional, sensitive boy who liked the color pink and Frozen growing up and you were bullied for it, congratulations, you are experiencing male socialization because you did not fit the stereotype of masculinity, you were bullied for it. If you were born a girl and you were allowed to play with trucks and wear jeans and get dirty, you are still affected by gender socialization because despite how your parents and immediate family and friends would treat you, I guarantee there was someone somewhere who treated you like shit because you were not presenting as a normal, quote unquote, girl. I have attempted to record this several times. I am tired. I am angry because I have learned the hard way that even though I thought I wasn't racist, I still had racist tendencies living in my subconscious, and I have actively worked to get rid of those. That these racist tendencies are despite the fact that even though I was 8 and my dad was being a racist, telling me I wasn't allowed to date a black boy, and I knew it was wrong, they still existed in my brain, and I didn't realize it until I was confronted with it. I am tired because I see trans men kowtowing to trans women, saying trans women have it worse, and agreeing with them to the point of self-harm. And I see trans women, when they are being told that they are being harmful to trans men, that when they talk about in general subreddits how testosterone is toxic, how masculinity is evil, that they are spouting the same rhetoric that we saw from radfems that ended up creating TERFs to begin with. And because we are using language like gender socialization, they immediately shut it down because they don't believe that they have ever had any male privilege. And I'm tired of people acting like the moment that your egg cracks and you realize that you are trans, you immediately lose all the privileges and stigma of your assigned gender at birth, and you instantly, flawlessly start transitioning. At least that's how they treat it if you're a trans man. And I'm tired of people forgetting that the reason that J.K. Rowling outed herself as a TERF is because she got angry at gender inclusive language that AMAP people are not a part of, because the statements she made about trans women going into women's bathrooms is far easier to make a mockery of than talking about men and non-binary people who have menstruation problems being uncomfortable with gendered language when talking about menstruation. I am so tired. I just want to be in a functioning apartment. I want to be a functioning human being and have a job so that I don't have to worry about not being approved for the right amount of money, because Breyer never corrected me that they don't make $24 an hour, they make $20. So I told our mortgage broker that, and all the underwriting that she had done until then got undone the moment that she saw the pay stubs and realized the truth. So now we may not be able to afford the house that we are looking at. And their office doesn't open until Monday. I'm tired of feeling like a failure. And I'm tired of this apartment, and I'm tired of seeing trans men being spoken down to, and I'm tired of being spoken down to and being told that I'm being a TERF and a misogynist, and I'm using that language when I am trying to tell trans women that they are hurting people. If I've been able to live on this planet for 28 years and I have spent the last 10 unlearning all these issues, and I realize I still have subconscious threads of racism and privilege in my head because I am white and I grew up lower middle class, I still have these threads in my head that I still have to unwind, because they're right. Socialization is an ongoing process. But unlearning the shit that you learned as a kid is an ongoing process too. And I'm tired of trans women getting to play the victim card all the time, and trans men not being allowed to talk about our issues that we have. Because I've had female gendered trauma that I would like to be able to talk about, but I can't, because, and I've said this before, trans men have gone from being second-class citizens in the greater world to being second-class citizens in the greater world and in trans communities where we're supposed to find acceptance. And as radfem ideals start becoming more and more popular, and I see generalizations towards men, and I realize that my wanting to identify as non-binary has been a lot of internalized misandry this entire time. These past 9 years, I have tried not to identify as a not-binary trans man, even though the more and more I've gotten into the queer community and the more vocal and outspoken I've gotten, the more I've realized that I'm not non-binary. And I didn't want to be a binary trans man because people hate men. And the circles that I want to be in, the circles that treat people like humans instead of numbers and muscle to squash and get the most amount of value out of, these circles that talk about wanting to treat everyone the same with equity, are totally fine with treating men like trash, and I'm tired of it. And I've recorded this video so many times today, and this has to be the last take because I'm tired. That's all I have. I hope y'all are doing better than me today. I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to make a book, because right now all I want to do is to be clean and eat something and make something, because that's all I can do. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.